From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's voice briefing. It's Tuesday, August 22nd, 2023.
I'm Susan Tompor, and I'm a columnist with the Detroit Free Press. Back-to-school shopping has its fun moments, as many enjoy finding just the right sweater or pair of shoes. But inflation is taking its toll, too. Prices of school supplies increased a shocking 23.7% in the past 2 years. That's according to the latest Deloitte back-to-school survey. The concern about high prices even has Walmart advertising that it will keep some prices the same as last year. Yes, they're not talking about these prices being lower, they'll be the same. A basket of 14 of the most popular school supplies will add up to $12.94, the same as last year. Items include a 24-count box of Crayola crayons at 50 cents. It's ironic in a way, bragging about prices at the same level as a year ago, but that's what inflation does. And this was a store that once loved advertising about price rollbacks. We're not talking about a few dollars here and there when it comes to back-to-school shopping. Many families, according to retailers, could end up spending nearly $1,000 or more on their back-to-school shopping this year. How do you save? Shop the closet first to find out what you can use from a year ago. Maybe you get a new lunchbox every other year when lunchboxes can cost more than $20. Don't expect lunches to be less expensive either. Lunch meats were up 4% and fruit and vegetables were up nearly 3% year over year through July, according to the U.S. Labor Department data.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Marina Johnson. The Tahquamenon Falls Train and Riverboat Tours, a tradition of nearly a century, is celebrating its 96th season, which could also be its last as the current owners listed it for sale. The tours originally began in 1927 and have been owned by the Stewart family for 42 years. However, the Stewarts plan to retire and are looking for buyers. Located in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, the Tahquamenon Falls Riverboat Tours typically last 6.5 hours. It includes a train ride, boat cruise, and optional hike. The 2023 tour season concludes on October 7th of this year, and ticket prices fluctuate. For more, visit freep.com.
From the Free Press Sports Department and Michigan Athletics reporter Tony Garcia. Jim Harbaugh informed the Michigan football team prior to Monday's practice that the program has self-imposed a 3-game suspension on him to begin the 2023 season, according to a source with knowledge of the situation. Harbaugh will not be on the sidelines for UM's non-conference scheduled games against East Carolina, University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and Bowling Green, but will return for the Big Ten schedule, which begins September 23rd at home versus Rutgers. Harbaugh reportedly faces punishment from the NCAA over the investigation into possible recruiting violations and misleading NCAA investigators. The Wolverines were served a draft of notice of allegations back in January, followed by negotiations that reportedly resulted in a 4-game suspension agreement in July. That deal fell apart in the final hours in early August, leaving Harbaugh free to coach this season, but facing a future hearing and potentially a larger punishment. For more on the story, you can search for Tony Garcia's article, Michigan Suspends Football Coach Jim Harbaugh for 3 games to begin 2023 season, on freep.com. You'll also be able to hear the latest developments on the story from Tony Garcia and Reiner Sabin on Hail Yes, a Detroit Free Press podcast about University of Michigan sports, debuting this Thursday, August 24th on freep.com, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you listen to podcasts. Find more from the Detroit Free Press by visiting freep.com. That's freep.com. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.